Hey everyone, and welcome to another live SMITE gameplay commentary. My name is Drybear. Today we're playing Boogars Anubis, the one and only, the strongest dog ever to dog since Fenrir. Once Fenrir actually gets released, we'll get ourselves a nice dog. I'm playing a mid. Probably the easiest question to answer about Anubis is the fact that everyone wonders, why does he not get played? Why is he not good? He's one of the stronger laners in the game for a lot of reasons. He's actually very difficult to deal with just because he can clear waves very effectively. He has a lot of built-in natural lifesteal into his kit, so he can heal himself up very easily. And also has just a lot of burst, so he just seems like a strong character on paper. The problem is in practice he's not very strong at all. A lot of reasons that go into that. Number one is that he's very abusable. He's one of the few mages that can be very easily predicted and shut down. Is that a golden Giannis? What in the world is that? Oh, why is this guy always in my games? Tyler, get a freaking job, dude. So Giannis is gonna be my lane partner here. My lane opponent. That portal though. So yeah, so a lot of damage in the lane, but the problem is, like, you know, your 1 makes you stand still, your 4 makes you stand still. So a lot of times, it's easy to predict what you can do against a Anubis in the way that, okay, you see him going down, you see him to do something, I'm going to go ahead and wait for you to do it. I can get you with a, see that right there is a big example of what's going on. As soon as I sit still, he's going to throw the portal down and prevent me from doing anything with it. I'm actually going to max out my 1 for that very reason. I actually pointed to it to start out here, just clear the wave a little bit faster. The other problem with Anubis is that his damage is not guaranteed. I believe in you. I believe in you. And what I mean by that is that his ultimate is split into so many bits that it's very difficult to really do anything with. In the way that, you know, when you pop your ultimate down, you may get 1 tick, you may get 12 ticks, you may get 14,000 ticks.
Be careful.
And that'll hold there. And also, people wiggle well enough on the ultimate, they can just do a lot with it. Murphy's going to steal the back camp, which is good. Looks like the jungler is out and about, which is going to be a strong Osiris.
Be careful, middle. Me missing left.
There's a little predict there. The reason I put an extra point into my 1 is just because I can't use it as long. So I get an extra point in the 1. For those of you who don't know, I see someone already saying max your 3 WTF. The standard build is always a max your 3. The biggest thing about that is that your 3 is more reliable. The 1 does more damage, actually a lot more than the 3 does. But the 3 is more reliable in the way that you can predict how much damage you're going to do with it because you just cast it. Whereas I have to stand still to do this, a lot of times you won't get the full thing off.
No problem.
So he's going to go out.
Man, this is awesome. Enemy missing left. Be careful, middle. Cancel.
Just need a little bit more damage from them to be able to do anything with that. Fortunately.
No problem. I can't believe it.
Like I said, the 1 does way more damage than the 3, and so if I get the opportunity to sit still on some characters, which a lot of times I will.
Oh my God, you rock.
Let's go help with this. Get the left one here. Thoughts on Giannis? Giannis better than people realize. The problem is, like, after we gave him the reduction to damage,
Thanks. Be right.
hopefully I was in range for that.
Be right back. Tonight we dine in the afterlife.
Just a little bit there. How would you buff Anubis to make him more viable? A lot of his damage has to be
Enemy missing right.
away from the whole tick department. 'Cause the problem is, like, dots work decently in this game, but not as well as you'd think.
I'll attack middle lane. On my way.
Oh, wow. Oh, God. That last second cooldown not going to work. Nice ult. They should pick something up here. Perks are solo laner, right?
Be right back. Falling back.
Got a 180 on me.
Okay.
Alright, so what we're gonna do here is pick up. It's unfortunate that Giannis got picked, and I guarantee you it's just Tyler being a pain in the ass and joining my games and picking counters. Because Anubis does not do well against Giannis, just for the sole reason that you have to stand still a lot, and that portal just grabs you every single time. Every single time.
Enemies have returned to middle.
I was just good rotation there. What I do need is actually, maybe I was thinking about doing a double ward. Double ward makes you pretty much impervious to rotations. Wolf on the side here. I'd like to bring this up, but Gab might ruin that. That'll do it. Let's get one on the left side. It's my favorite character to play jungle with. Probably Freya. I'm not a big fan of the whole favorite question, because it changes day to day.
Be careful, middle.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Be careful, left.
Enemies incoming left.
On my way. An enemy.
I'll play Ares next, maybe. I'm not a big fan of support.
Retreat. Your left tower is under attack. Be right back. Enemies in the left lane. Enemy missing right. Enemy missing right. Enemy.
Where's your tiny head, bro?
On my way.
Waiting for that skin to come out. We're thinking of lowering Anubis' cone AoE damage to make it castable while moving. That's not going to solve anything.
An ally has been slain. An enemy has victory. 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 Victory.
I don't know why they're not coming to help. Like, I baited that perfectly just for them.
An enemy has
Thank you.
enemy missing right. Sorry. Be careful.
See if he gets frisky. I'll take it. Free back! I will take it. Let's get some movement. I'm actually going to double ward this time.
Missing left. Careful, middle.
That'll do it.
Enemy missing left.
What do you think Xbalanque isn't picked up in competitive play? Because his laning phase sucks. He's actually one of the best hunters in the game. He just can't make it to the laning phase in a stable way.
Coming left.
That's the main issue with Xbalanque. He can be abused so hard in the laning phase. Almost every hunter has a good matchup against him. This Hercules is frisky, man.
An enemy has been slain.
That slow is ridiculous, man.
Your left tower is under attack.
Enemies incoming.
Whew.
Killing spree.
That'll do it. Actually caught him in mid-dash there.
Be right back.
Who is the best support in the current meta? I would argue that it's Goomba. Gab is always held for a strong standing. Sobek is making a comeback.
I can't believe it. I'm right. I can't believe it. I'm right.
I'm actually back on this one. Easy pickup. Yeah, Athena and Sobek are both coming back in the meta as it stands right now, so they're always a good bet. Bach, as I still think, is a lot better than people realize.
Enemy missing left.
What's the most difficult? Guardian and the worst. Most difficult is probably Bacchus. It doesn't seem like, he'd be the most difficult, but managing his abilities really effectively and also managing the passive at the same time is actually pretty challenging for a lot of players.
Tactical fury.
Yeah.
Council's under attack. Thanks.
Enemy missing middle.
Tactical fury.
I'm okay with this.
Cancel that.
We should have gone for that. I could have got a kill.
Your middle tower.
Get that grab. That is highly unfortunate. I don't know how you missed special delivery there, but
Be right back.
that's pretty rough. Pretty easy punch. Bang! What do you think about Thanatos? Thanatos is very strong. One of the strongest early game characters. The problem with Thanatos is that he really didn't have a good transition from mid to late game, and he also doesn't have a very good late game. So his transition sucks and his late game sucks. It's just like you're investing heavily in the early game, which you may not win the game that way, and then all of a sudden you're pretty much just SOL.
Killing spree.
My thoughts on Vulcan. I think he's very competitively viable, and I think he would be probably one of the best mages in the game if he had a passive. Currently, he doesn't have a passive. But Driver, he's got a passive. It slows on every other. Shut up! It's not a passive. Passive for babies.
You
An
rock.
ally has been slain. Curses.
Whew. Would you say Game Hunter of TSM is the best Smite player at the moment? One of. I think he's the most consistent Smite player in the game.
On my way.
Okay. I'm new pressure.
Is he doing Warlocks? Why does he have so much HP? I don't understand. I need to pick this up, though. She might be disappearing in a second. Huh. Got him. So already got Isis from 1 to 10 and why? Isis is probably one of the more challenging mages to make work. If you really understand her, you can do a lot with her. A lot more than people realize. Oh, of course the whole world's here.
Thanks.
Be careful, middle. An enemy has been slain.
There you go.
Killing
Ha!
spree. I'll attack left lane.
I can't believe it. I'm right.
I don't know why I didn't ult there. If I had an ult, I would have ulted. Really great cover from team there. And one of the reasons why Anubis can be used, that his damage burst is really high. So just putting that 3 down is really huge.
Slain. Help middle lane.
Thoughts on Kali? I think she's worse than most people realize. Kali's awful. She's just a hyper late game carry. Until then, she's just like, it's so easy to invade a jungle against a Kali. Like, you really don't have to worry about anything. Might be able to go left here, or right. Try to pick something up.
Enemy tower. Killing spree.
Goobus damage, everybody. Goobus damage.
Your team has destroyed
Got an ult in a
the right
second here.
enemy tower.
Attack middle lane.
They probably have me with vision.
Out of mana.
Can't tell.
Be careful, middle. Enemy missing left.
A little more damage there.
Sorry. Be right.
If people are recognizing how much damage Goobus can do right now. Any kind of penetration early and damage really makes him good. And like I said in the very beginning of this video, Anubis is very good and has probably the best laning phase out of most of the mages. The problem with Goobus is... Oof. Jesus Christ. Is that a blinking goo? No, he just jumped in. Oh well. Yeah, like I said, he basically has one of the best laning phases in the entire game for mages. The problem with him is that his late game sucks, and you're stuck in a situation where most mages can build utility. They can build defense, they can build any kind of extra utility like CDR, extra mana, physical magical defense, HP. The problem with Anubis is that he really doesn't do anything but damage. If you're not doing damage, you're not doing your team any favors. When you're picking up this breastplate early, just because of Hercules, Ull, and Osiris, they're going to glue to me. I'm not really worried about Giannis. Did Youngbei leave TSM? No, Youngbei actually a long time ago, a little bit after the launch tournament, ended up trading for C9 with SMEC. C9 has since scattered and disbanded. The organization is still around and is not really sure or clear what's going to happen with the players, but
Enemies incoming.
Triple kill.
wow, good play.
Quadra kill.
Mercury. When in doubt, Mercury out, and Hercules is in their base. I don't know what's going on. Like Jungle Anubis? Jungle Anubis does work quite well, actually. Osiris has wall hacks. What do you think about that? He does not have wall hacks.
Okay.
I think he's the fluffiest character. Probably Kumba.
On my way.
Ultimate is ready. Ultimate is ready.
Boom.
Oh, he's going deep.
An enemy has been slain.
There you go. That'll do it. Like it beats Blink at the hit.
Slain an enemy. Tasks.
That'll keep good work. Thank you, Slick New. Appreciate it, man.
Thanks.
Teach us how to Bacchus? Maybe. Not the best person to teach how to Bacchus because I don't play a whole lot of support. What is a good support god that you recommend? Athena and Ymir are both very simple.
Attack right lane.
Bye. So I was like, hi! Oh, shit, bye. That'll do it. Oh, game over. Short matches recently. Very short matches. Why did C9 disband? That's a good question. It just wasn't working between them. Differences in opinion, differences in thought process, a lot of differences. GG, well played. There's the damage for you. That's Anubis damage, especially in the mid lane. But the problem is, like, I was getting to the point where I was going to stop being useful just because of the amount of damage I was required to do and the amount of squishiness I had. That also came to the fact that Mercury was doing incredibly well, 9, 1, and 4. Looks like every lane won. Yeah, every lane won. So that wasn't really a good representation of Anubis. Like I said, I still stand by the fact that he is one of the worst mages in the game for the sheer purpose that he can be countered very easily at a high level, competitive level, and he also can be very easily ignored. I mean, mid and late game, all he does is damage, but if he doesn't really keep you in their damage long enough, he can't burst anybody, and you just end up ignoring him entirely. And so he just doesn't have enough game state influence for him to be useful, but he does have one of the best laning phases in the game, like I mentioned. It's very hard for a lot of players and different gods to match up against Anubis in the lane. He beats a lot of very high tier mages in the lane, especially in the solo lane. He has a fantastic solo laner, but beyond the laning phase, he just falls apart, and that's pretty much it. I'm talking about a competitive level, of course. If you're playing Anubis in your own little games and you're excited about it, feel free, but wow. Okay. Holy, on this note, I'll see you in my next video.